After months of investigation, the U.S. Department of Agriculture permanently disqualified the Aramarket from the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. But owner Teresita Gamazon says she was falsely accused of SNAP trafficking. Aramarket did not engage in trafficking, Gamazon states in a lawsuit filed in district court, but rather extended credit to customers, evidence of which the agency interpreted as and led to the erroneous that Aramarket was engaged in trafficking. Gamazon says all the suspicious electronic benefits transfer transactions the USDA listed could be explained, and at the very least, she believes a permanent disqualification is too harsh a punishment and that she might have even accepted a one-year disqualification or a fine instead. The report says a public health representative made a site visit in March after finding suspicious transactions coming from Aramarket. While there, they observed that the store did not meet the typical conditions to support irregular transactions. The USDA reviewed a total of 122 transactions between January to May of 2014. For example, one purchase totaled more than $1,300 from the same card, broken down into 3 transactions over a half-hour period. Another purchase was made for $548, also broken down into 3 transactions in the span of less than 4 minutes. The large transaction amounts are not consistent with the store's limited food inventory, the USDA wrote. The store had only one register with limited counter space. There's only about 600 square feet of store space, and they don't carry any specialty items like fresh or frozen meat or ethnic food, and they don't sell in bulk, which the USDA says would typically support the kind of transactions coming out of the store. The USDA says Aramarket claims the irregular transactions are because the store offers repayment on credit to some of its customers, but the USDA says when they were asked to provide proof, the evidence Aramarket provided was insufficient to support their claims. However, in her lawsuit, Gamazon says USDA's decision was arbitrary, capricious, clearly erroneous, and did not consider the evidence she provided versus the evidence the agency collected.
The public auditor has found some inconsistencies with the way GovGuam calculated and paid out merit bonuses. An OPA audit found that $12.6 million in retroactive merit bonus payments were given to 4,259 employees. Out of this, the highest merit bonus given was for $29,710. The lowest given was for $237. The public auditor found that there were inconsistencies with the way merit bonuses were calculated. For example, the periods of review for merit bonuses ranged from 3 to 23 years, depending on the agency. This is due to different legal opinions from different legal counsel that each agency has. Also, while most agencies calculated their merit bonuses based on employees' newest or latest salaries, GCC, GHC, and GVB calculated their merit bonuses based on old salaries before increments. There were also various interpretations of what constitutes a superior rating. The law that allows for merit bonuses requires that the bonuses be given to employees who have been given a superior rating. However, not all agencies even have a superior rating category. So instead, the highest rating category was treated as equivalent to a superior rating. So employees with ratings like outstanding, excellent, highly effective, greatly exceed standards, and better than satisfactory were given merit bonuses. GVB, DOC, and GPD gave merit bonuses to employees that didn't even receive the highest rating possible for their performance evaluations. Meanwhile, the merit bonus program has been suspended as per the Competitive Wage Act of 2014. The program is suspended until DOA can reassess the system of evaluation used for the merit bonus program. DOA is also supposed to come up with a policy for evaluating eligibility for merit bonuses.
Jocelyn Oreo is a 53-year-old Filipino woman who worked for Delta Global Services, a subsidiary of Delta Airlines, from April of 2011 to May of 2012. While there, Oreo says she was discriminated against, all because of her race, her gender, and because she had a disability. Oreo says it all began in August of 2011 when her doctor gave her a work excuse from performing strenuous activities because of severe knee and back pain. Her job was a ramp agent, which included duties like lifting and cleaning. Initially, she was allowed to swap shifts with coworkers so she could avoid strenuous activity, but sometime in September, she says her shift supervisor, George Cruz, who is believed to be of Chamorro descent, the complaint says, threw a pillow in her face and shouted at her, saying, quote, "Is that how you clean your expletive?" Several other incidents involving Cruz include one in which he allegedly referred to Oreo as Mama-san, and then refusing to allow her to swap shifts with other employees while he allowed everyone else to do so. Oreo further says that she took her complaint up the ladder, first going to the ramp and cabin supervisor, who is also Chamorro, she points out. He refused to discipline Cruz, she says, and instead threatened to fire her for being a snitch. So Oreo went to the next level, station manager Glenn Weber, whom she says was aware of her concerns, but also refused to do anything about them, even to separate the two so that she would not have to work near Cruz. All the while, Oreo says, Cruz continued to berate her and pressure her to quit because, quote, he knew her complaints would be in vain. Oreo also says that she was even punished for submitting a formal letter to upper management as DGS began to assign her with more physically demanding work, despite her doctor's excuse. While Oreo was told that DGS only honors medical excuses for 30 days, she says her physicians had given her restricted duty until June of 2012. Oreo was fired in May of 2012.
Hapaday Guam, this is Ken, the Guam food guy. I'm very excited to bring you to one of my favorite restaurants on Guam, Sushi Abusi, the Royal Orchid Hotel. This is all going to be done for a new snap. Great.